And now we're going to go to one of my favorite parts of legal project management, the task matrix. Okay. There are hundreds of flavors of to-do lists, right? From Kanban boards to task management software to good old-fashioned to-do lists, time trackers, collaboration, online collaboration tools like Microsoft Teams, integration of to-do lists in Outlook. I've never used it in my life, but there's those little to-do tasks that you can put in your Outlook. Never used them. Or detailed reporting on your tasks. Like, you have a weekly report of what your tasks were. I'm going to tell you something. I've tried all of them. I've spent the better part of 5 years, 6 years, testing all of these techniques to the great chagrin of my teams as I kept trying to figure out what was best. And you know what ended up being the best? The task matrix. It is a spreadsheet-based tool. You can use Excel, you can use anything else. Now, look, if you have a software that you love and works great, first of all, email me and tell me, because I would love to hear about it because I'm still looking. For sure, just keep it. But here are some tools that you can overlay on those task management techniques. This is the structure of a task matrix. It needs to have the task, it needs to have the matter, and then it needs to have one of ARIC, one or more. And I'm going to talk to you about what that means. It needs to have a status, so you can put some notes like waiting on notes or waiting for something to come in. Like if there's a dependency that's blocking it, you want to put it in there. You need to have an internal deadline and you need to have an external deadline. And then you give yourself a little space for notes. There's rules to a task matrix. There are rules and they should be followed. Someone is always accountable. So now I'm going to tell you what ARIC stands for. Accountable, responsible, informed, and consulted. You know who is accountable. The person who is accountable is the person who, in the end, the buck stops with them. So if I'm the senior attorney on a case, I'm the person who's accountable. But the person who is responsible is the person who's actually going to get it done. So the associate that I assign a draft to is responsible, but in the end, I'm accountable. Informed means maybe there's a partner that needs to be kept in the loop of what's going on. They're always going to be under informed. Sometimes whoever has to be informed. Sometimes it can be an attorney in another practice group. Local counsel would be a good example. Like if there's some things you have to keep local counsel informed of, you put it in there. And then consulted. Consulted can be your client. I need to consult my client on this settlement term. I need to consult my client on this strategy call. I need to consult my client on, whatever, a strategy decision. Or it can be opposing counsel. I need to consult with opposing counsel on setting this hearing. I need to consult with opposing counsel on whether we're going to do this extension to the deadlines. And you put that in there so that when whoever's working on the task, they can say, oh, I haven't confirmed. I need to confer with opposing counsel about that. And that way there's never, we didn't confer. Oh my God, let's do it last minute. I'll just send an email and wait 2 hours and then they didn't respond, right? You don't do that anymore because it's on your spreadsheet. There's always an internal deadline. There is always an external deadline. And here's important. Internal deadlines are real deadlines. So if it has to be turned in, if a draft has to be done 5 days before filing deadline, it needs to be done 5 days before the deadline. Here's why that matters. This is why it was life-changing for me. Because all of a sudden, we were not doing late nights because the filing deadline is at midnight and we need to get it in by 11:59, right? Because drafts are ready 5 days out. And if they are not ready, we have 5 days to fix it. In high volume cases, you cannot afford to playing it close to the wire. You can't. There are too many balls in the air at once. You have to give everybody breathing space. That's how you do it.